I've got the Club 5 Racing 6mm offset brass wheel hubs, and these will bolt right up to those wheels. Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution XRC, and welcome to the next part of my Element Enduro Builders Kit build series. In this part of the series, we're going to be adding wheels and tires, brass wheel hubs, and brass hexes. First thing here that I've got to show you are the wheels. They're really nice looking wheels. They're a little bit wider than normal wheels, so this will definitely widen my stance a little bit, which is what I want, and which is why I also got these brass hexes, because they are 8mm hexes. And I thought the look of these really fit the theme of my build, so definitely liking these, and I definitely like the hardware that they're using right here. Nice scale hardware, you can see. Here I've got the Club 5 Racing 6mm offset brass wheel hubs, and these will bolt right up to those wheels. They've got 56 grams of weight, each weight, so I'm going to be putting these in the front wheels. Here I've got the Samix brass hexes. They're 8mm in width. I didn't really need the weight, but I just wanted the 8mm width, so I just got these anyway. And of course here I've got the Proline BFG crawlers in G8 compound, my favorite tire, as well as Proline dual stage foams inside. And as always, I'll put a link to all of these products in the video description below. As you can see from the parts I have here, I am trying to widen the track width of this builder's kit over the stock Enduro. I've already got a stock Enduro setup, so I'm definitely trying different things with this build. Here's a closer look at these brass hubs from Club 5 Racing. Got a really nice design. Alright, so we're getting really close to the finish line here. I can just feel it, and I'm very excited to be able to kind of button all this up and get this out and running. After this will just be the cosmetics as far as the body, and I've got quite a bit of stuff to show you there, but let's go ahead and finish this part of the series. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've already done one, but I've added the Club 5 Racing brass hub to one of the wheels, as you can see here. And on the other one, since this offset pushes it out a little bit, you kind of want the rear to match, but I'm not putting a brass hub on the rear. I'm still using the stock hub right here. So what I've done is I 3D printed a 2.2 spacer to put between the stock hub and the wheel. And I've also printed this spacer right here, because now that this hub is pushed back, you kind of need something to hold the wheel nut out a little further. So that's what I've done there. I'll also put a link to these files on Thingiverse in the description below. One of them is from Humboldt EF on Thingiverse. He's got some really nice stuff. This one I made on my own. I'll provide that, and I'll link to that one as well. Alright, so we've got the brass hub on, and we'll go ahead and move on to extending the hub of the other wheel. And this is what I'll be adding. Just like that. Alright, we've got all the hubs put back on the wheels, and let's go ahead and mount the tires. Alright, that is one tire mounted up. I'll go ahead and do the rest, and when I'm finished, we'll be right back. Alright, I've got all the tires mounted up to the wheels, and I'm now ready to put on these Samex brass hexes. And let's go ahead and open these up. And these are always pretty straightforward for the most part. Here's a good look at them. And these are also clamping hexes, so you will be able to tighten them down, which is nice. Right, and we've got all the brass hexes installed. There. So they're 8 millimeters, giving me a little bit of a wider track. Let's go ahead and mount up the wheels, which is the fun part. So it looks like I'm going to end up not needing those spacers I printed out for the rear. I have just enough thread left, so I had to take the spacer out. These wheels do come with washers though, right here. So I use those instead. Let's take that spacer out. I think the fronts should be okay because the hubs from Club 5 Racing already have a nook or niche indentation, whatever you want to call it, a recessed area. All right. Well, you know what? I am going to run into an issue. There's not enough thread left to use those 8mm hexes. So I'll have to go back to 6mm hexes. Just gonna have to remove these hexes. I'll just have to save them up for a different build in the future. All right. Just gonna change the rear back to 6mm hexes, and when we're done, we'll be right back. Of course, with the narrower hexes, I'm gonna put my little washer spacer back in, and I'm not gonna use the washer that came with the wheels, as my 3D printed one gives it a little bit more tightness. There you go. Alright, and we are done with this part. Got the wheels on. Alright, so with the wheels and tires on, minus the brass hexes that didn't work because they're too wide, let's take a look at where we're at. Alright, this is where this Enduro Builders Kit build is sitting. It's looking fantastic. It's got a really nice low squat position right there. And of course it's not going to be like a flat rail chassis, but for a C-channel stock chassis, this is sitting pretty nice. So far I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to show you the guys the rest of the build and where this direction is going. So thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for the next part of this Element Enduro Builders Kit build series. Thanks for watching.